Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we begin this video, don't forget to give it a like. It truly encourages us to keep sharing beneficial content, inshallah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos on faith, spirituality, and Islamic reminders. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you and enjoy the video. When Allah is preparing to bring your soulmate into your life, He often begins by sending subtle yet unmistakable signs. These signs serve as divine whispers, reminding you that a significant change is on the horizon and that your heart is being guided toward a destined union. Sometimes, these signs come in the form of an inner peace that suddenly settles within you. It's not like any ordinary calm. It's a deep, soothing tranquility that fills your soul and reassures you that something good is coming. This peace is a gift from Allah, a preparation for the blessing of marriage, a spiritual calm that helps you remain patient and hopeful despite any struggles you may face in your single life. Alongside this inner peace, you may start experiencing dreams or visions that carry a special meaning. These dreams often include symbols of love, commitment, or union, images that resonate deeply with your subconscious. While not every dream is a message, when you consistently see certain signs in your sleep, it's important to reflect on their possible spiritual significance. Dreams can be a direct way Allah communicates with His servants, encouraging them and guiding them gently toward the next chapter. For some, these dreams might involve meeting someone in a peaceful setting or feeling a strong emotional connection with a person they have yet to meet in reality. Such dreams prepare the heart and mind to recognize and welcome the soulmate when the time comes. Another sign that Allah is near to bringing your soulmate is a series of seemingly coincidental encounters or connections. You might find yourself meeting new people who share similar values or faith, or you might run into someone repeatedly in different settings. These moments are not random. They are opportunities placed by Allah to gently nudge you toward the destined person. Sometimes you feel drawn to someone even before you understand why, as if your heart recognizes a familiar presence. Pay attention to these feelings and encounters because they are part of Allah's plan to bring two hearts together. The process might feel slow or uncertain, but every step is meaningful and part of the divine orchestration. Life changes can also signal that your soulmate is approaching. This could be a change in your personal habits, your spiritual practices, or even your environment. Perhaps you find yourself more engaged in prayer, reading Quran, or seeking knowledge about marriage and relationships in Islam. This increase in spiritual awareness is often a sign that Allah is preparing your heart for a new chapter. Sometimes, physical or emotional growth occurs, such as becoming more patient, compassionate, or resilient, which are important qualities for a successful marriage. You may also experience changes in your social circle, moving away from toxic influences and drawing closer to supportive, faith-centered people. These transformations are all part of your preparation for welcoming your soulmate. Another subtle sign is an increased feeling of hope and optimism about your future. Even if your current situation is challenging, you might find yourself imagining a happy life with a spouse, visualizing kindness, love, and companionship. This hope is a divine seed planted in your heart, a sign that Allah is working behind the scenes to bring your dreams to life. It encourages you to keep faith, to keep praying, and to keep trusting that your prayers are being answered in ways you cannot yet see. This optimism acts as a spiritual fuel that keeps you moving forward with patience and gratitude. Along with hope, you might also notice a shift in your perspective on relationships. You begin to value qualities that align with Islamic teachings, such as kindness, piety, patience, and respect, rather than superficial traits. This maturity signals that your heart is becoming ready for the kind of love that Allah has destined for you. Your criteria change because your soul is growing, and this growth makes you more capable of recognizing the right partner when Allah brings them into your life. This spiritual and emotional readiness is essential because a marriage blessed by Allah requires more than just attraction. It demands a deep, shared commitment to faith and values. Sometimes the signs are communicated through others. Friends, family, or mentors might mention marriage in ways that catch your attention or encourage you to consider new possibilities. Allah uses people as instruments of guidance, and their words can serve as a reminder that you are not alone in this journey. When those around you start to talk about your future in a positive and hopeful manner, it can be a sign that the time for your marriage is drawing near. These conversations might open doors, create opportunities, or even lead to introductions that align with Allah's plan. Importantly, while signs are given, they should always be met with patience and trust in Allah's timing. Sometimes, you might see many signs and still feel the delay of marriage, which can be a test of your faith and perseverance. Allah's wisdom surpasses human understanding, and He knows the best moment for everything. Recognizing the signs is not about rushing into a relationship, but about being spiritually alert and emotionally prepared when the right moment comes. The signs are there to guide, comfort, and prepare you, not to pressure or create anxiety. In all of this, prayer remains your strongest connection to Allah. When you ask sincerely and consistently, you open your heart to receive not only a spouse, but also the blessings that come with a righteous union. Your dua becomes a source of strength and hope as you observe these signs. They reassure you that Allah is near, listening, and answering in ways that bring true happiness and fulfillment. When you feel these signs, inner peace, meaningful dreams, repeated encounters, life changes, hope, and encouragement from others, remember that Allah is preparing you for a beautiful and blessed marriage. These signs are His way of gently assuring you that your soulmate is on the way, and that soon, in Allah's perfect timing, your life will change for the better. Stay patient, keep your faith strong, and open your heart to the blessings that are coming. Preparing yourself spiritually and emotionally for marriage is a sacred journey, one that requires deep reflection, patience, and trust in Allah's divine wisdom. When Allah is bringing your soulmate closer, He doesn't just prepare the external circumstances. He works within your heart and soul to ready you for the beautiful commitment ahead. This preparation is essential because marriage in Islam is not merely a contract between two individuals. It is a profound spiritual bond that nurtures faith, compassion, and mutual growth. First and foremost, spiritual purification is a cornerstone of readiness. This means cleansing your heart from past hurts, grudges, and any negativity that might weigh you down. Holding on to bitterness or resentment can create barriers between you and your future spouse, preventing the blossoming of true love and trust. Seeking forgiveness from Allah and from those you may have wronged, as well as forgiving others who have hurt you, clears the path for a new chapter. This process of spiritual cleansing opens your heart to receive the mercy and blessings Allah intends for you in marriage. Patience is another vital aspect of preparation. Often, the wait for a soulmate can feel long and discouraging, especially when prayers seem unanswered or the journey feels lonely. Yet, patience is deeply honored in Islam and praised by Allah. The Quran reminds believers that with hardship comes ease, and waiting patiently while trusting Allah's plan is itself a form of worship. Developing patience helps you to avoid rushing into relationships that are not meant for you and to wait for the partner Allah has destined. It strengthens your character and builds resilience, which are crucial qualities for a successful and lasting marriage. Trusting Allah is intertwined with patience but deserves special mention. Sometimes you may not understand why certain doors remain closed or why your prayers for marriage haven't been answered as quickly as you wish. In these moments, putting full trust, tawakkul, in Allah's timing and wisdom is essential. Allah knows what is best for you, and He arranges events in ways beyond human perception. When you surrender your desires to His divine will, you create space for blessings that surpass your expectations. This trust also guards you against despair and anxiety, allowing you to maintain peace of heart. Working on yourself emotionally is equally important. Marriage is a partnership that requires emotional maturity. Qualities like empathy, patience, kindness, and the ability to communicate honestly. Reflect on your strengths and weaknesses, and strive to develop the qualities that will make you a good spouse. This might mean learning to manage anger, improving your listening skills, or becoming more supportive and understanding. Emotional growth often comes from life experiences and conscious effort to align your character with Islamic values. Preparing emotionally also includes setting healthy boundaries and understanding your own needs and limits so that you can enter marriage as a whole and confident person. Another significant part of preparation is strengthening your relationship with Allah through consistent worship and remembrance. Regular prayers, reading Quran, fasting, and dhikr, remembrance of Allah, nurture your soul and build a foundation of spirituality that will support your marriage. When you build a close connection with Allah, you gain guidance and strength to navigate challenges that arise in any relationship. Spirituality in marriage acts as a compass, helping both partners remain united in faith and purpose. Seeking knowledge about marriage in Islam is also a form of preparation. Understanding the rights and responsibilities of spouses, the prophetic examples of marriage, and the wisdom behind Islamic marital principles equips you to enter marriage with clarity and commitment. This knowledge empowers you to build a home based on compassion, respect, and mutual support. It also helps in setting realistic expectations and avoiding common pitfalls. Attending workshops, reading trusted Islamic books, or consulting knowledgeable scholars can be invaluable steps toward this goal. Social preparation should not be overlooked. Surrounding yourself with a supportive, faith-centered community strengthens your spiritual and emotional well-being. Positive influences encourage good habits, provide wise counsel, and foster an environment conducive to healthy relationships. Likewise, distancing yourself from toxic environments or unhealthy relationships that may distract or discourage you is important. Your social circle can either uplift or undermine your readiness, so choose companions who inspire you to grow closer to Allah and improve yourself. One practical aspect of preparation is making dua, supplication, regularly, asking Allah to grant you a righteous spouse who will be a source of comfort and support. Dua is a powerful tool that not only expresses your desires, but also opens your heart to receiving Allah's guidance and blessings. When combined with sincere repentance and effort, dua becomes a spiritual connection that brings you closer to what Allah has planned for you. It is important to maintain balance during this preparation phase. Avoid becoming obsessed or anxious about marriage, as this can lead to desperation or poor decisions. Instead, focus on self-improvement, trust in Allah's plan, and remain open to His timing. Engaging in meaningful activities, such as pursuing education, career goals, or hobbies, can help keep your mind positive and productive. This balance nurtures confidence and peace of mind, which are attractive qualities in a potential spouse. As you prepare spiritually and emotionally, remember that marriage is not the end goal, but the beginning of a lifelong journey together. Allah prepares your heart not only to find your soulmate, but also to be a loving, patient, and faithful partner. This preparation helps you build a marriage that reflects the mercy and compassion that Islam teaches. When you enter marriage with this mindset, you align yourself with Allah's blessings and create a foundation for a strong, fulfilling relationship. In summary, preparing for marriage spiritually and emotionally involves cleansing your heart, practicing patience, trusting Allah's timing, growing emotionally mature, strengthening your faith, seeking knowledge, cultivating a supportive social environment, and making sincere dua. These steps create the readiness Allah desires before uniting you with your soulmate. Trust that as you invest in yourself and your relationship with Allah, He is orchestrating the perfect moment for your marriage. Stay hopeful, committed, and faithful, knowing that this preparation is part of the beautiful plan Allah has for your happiness and success in this life and the hereafter. Dua, the heartfelt supplication to Allah, holds immense power in the journey toward finding a blessed marriage. When you sincerely ask Allah for a righteous spouse, you are opening a direct line of communication with the Most Merciful, seeking His guidance and blessings. This spiritual act is not just about making a wish. It is a profound expression of faith and reliance on Allah's infinite wisdom and mercy. Dua connects your heart to Allah's divine plan, reminding you that you are not alone in your desires and that He hears every sincere prayer. Trusting Allah's timing is essential when making dua for marriage. Often we want immediate answers and swift results, but Allah's wisdom surpasses our limited understanding. There may be reasons beyond our knowledge why the response to our prayers is delayed. Perhaps you need more personal growth, or Allah is preparing your future spouse and the circumstances for a perfect union. Believing that Allah's timing is perfect brings peace to the heart, reducing anxiety and impatience. This trust is a form of worship, showing submission to Allah's plan and a deep conviction that He knows what is best. Remaining steadfast in dua means consistently returning to Allah with hope, even when answers seem slow or invisible. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged believers to never lose hope in Allah's mercy. Making dua regularly, especially during the quiet moments of the night or after obligatory prayers, strengthens your connection with Allah and keeps your intention pure. It also shows sincerity and dedication, qualities that Allah honors and responds to. This persistence is not about repeating words mechanically, but about engaging the heart fully, expressing your deepest needs and dreams. The power of dua also lies in its ability to transform you inwardly. As you pray for a righteous spouse, your heart begins to align with the qualities you seek. You develop patience, humility, and gratitude, which prepare you to be the kind of partner Allah desires for you. Dua softens the heart, making it more receptive to Allah's guidance and more accepting of His decrees. Through dua, you invite Allah to shape not only your future, but also your character, molding you into a person ready to build a loving and faithful marriage. Moreover, dua is often accompanied by action. Trusting Allah's timing does not mean passivity. It means taking steps in faith, improving yourself, seeking knowledge about marriage, and maintaining good conduct, while leaving the outcome to Allah. This balance between effort and reliance exemplifies true tawakkul, trust. When you combine sincere dua with meaningful effort, you demonstrate that you are prepared to receive the blessing when Allah sends it. In conclusion, the power of dua and trusting Allah's timing are central to the journey of finding a soulmate and experiencing a blessed marriage. Through heartfelt supplication, patience, and consistent faith, you align yourself with Allah's divine plan. Your prayers become a source of strength, hope, and transformation, leading you closer to the union Allah has destined for you. Embrace the process, remain steadfast, and trust that Allah's perfect timing will bring you the love and companionship you seek. When marriage happens instantly, it is a clear sign of Allah's mercy and power manifesting in your life. Such sudden blessings remind us that Allah's plans are beyond human comprehension and that He can change circumstances in an instant to fulfill His promises. This swift union is not just about speed. It reflects divine intervention, where the right person is brought into your life at the perfect time, perfectly suited to be your spouse. It is a moment of joy and gratitude, a reminder that Allah's blessings come when we least expect them but need them the most. Stories of instant marriages often inspire hope and reinforce faith. Many believers have shared experiences where their prayers were answered suddenly, sometimes through unexpected meetings, quick proposals, or rapid arrangements. These stories highlight that when Allah decrees something, no obstacle is too great and no delay is permanent. They encourage patience and trust, showing that the right partner will come at Allah's appointed time, sometimes faster than imagined. Witnessing or hearing these stories can strengthen your belief that your own marriage is near and that Allah is actively working on your behalf. Embracing this blessing requires humility and gratitude. When marriage comes quickly, it can feel overwhelming, especially if you've waited a long time or faced challenges. Recognizing that this is a gift from Allah helps you stay grounded and thankful. Gratitude opens the heart to receive further blessings and nurtures a positive attitude toward your new life. It also reminds you that the marriage is a sacred trust, one that should be honored with love, respect, and commitment. This mindset ensures that the union is not just a social contract but a spiritual journey guided by faith. This instant blessing also calls for readiness and responsibility. Being suddenly united with your soulmate means stepping into a new role with sincerity and dedication. You must commit to building a relationship based on Islamic principles, mercy, patience, and mutual support. Quick marriage does not mean rushed preparation. It means relying on Allah's guidance to help you grow together as a couple. It challenges you to balance excitement with wisdom, to communicate openly, and to seek Allah's help in nurturing the bond. Finally, this moment serves as a testimony to Allah's ability to answer prayers and fulfill hopes in surprising ways. It strengthens your personal faith and serves as a beacon for others who are waiting and trusting Allah for their own blessings. By sharing your experience with humility and gratitude, you contribute to a community of believers who uplift each other through faith and patience. This collective support is part of the divine plan to encourage steadfastness and hope. In summary, when marriage happens instantly, it is a powerful reminder of Allah's mercy and perfect timing. It inspires hope through real-life examples, encourages gratitude and humility, calls for readiness to build a righteous union, and strengthens faith for both the individual and the community. Embrace this blessing with an open heart, trusting that Allah's plan is always best, and prepare to embark on a beautiful journey of love and faith. May Allah bless you and guide you to a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility.